It's a bit surreal to be recognized amongst all these other amazing individuals and athletes who have come before me and paved the way. I'm so grateful to be receiving this honor, and it really does mean the world to me. And Walsh Jesuit has given so much to me. And as I received this news, I really started to think about how grateful I am of receiving this, but really just in general, how grateful I am for the time I had at Walsh Jesuit and how it's shaped me into who I am today.
If I could describe Sandra as a soccer player, she's dynamic, she's fast, she's skilled, she's technical. She is incredibly able just in everything that she does. She's a fantastic finisher. She just changes the game. Every time she steps out on the field, her presence is felt. There were a few games where she missed or she wasn't out on the field, but when that happened, you could tell. She was a very valuable player, the most valuable player I think that I'd ever played with, and she was incredibly talented. And I think anyone is lucky to step on the field with her and share a pitch with her because of how talented she is and how she can change a game in a matter of seconds.
I've known Sandra since she was little. She used to come to our camps, and of course her whole family, had been here. But Sandra has everything. It's not just the athletic ability, but the spirituality, the caring for her friends, her family, her personality, magnetism. I mean, everyone loved Sandra. So, when I think of her, yeah, she was a phenomenal athlete, but really I look at her as a whole person. She's the real deal, the whole package.
Just elite would be the word that comes to mind. She's played for us against Liverpool and against some professional teams in England as well. And her time at Walsh, she kind of proved that she was a champion. She proved she was an elite player, and then she's taken that into national, international, and professional places. So I think as a soccer player, it's just top level.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm so honored that she's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think that all her accolades have brought her to this, and I know that she's very humble and she's very excited about it. And we are too. We're all excited as her family, and we're blessed that we can be here to share that with her.
Yeah, I think it's obviously a huge honor for her to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And this is like where it all began for her. Like she did everything she wanted to do. Like she went to her dream college, went to Notre Dame, played on the Portland Thorns, did all this, but it all started at Walsh. So it was something. She wouldn't have made it to those steps without being here first, so.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. I think her being inducted into the Hall of Fame, like Ashley said, this was where it all started for her. And I think this is where she started to believe in herself a little bit more. And so now whenever she talks down about or downplays her soccer career, we can say, like, you're literally in the Hall of Fame.
Calm down. We did it.
Yeah, she's not one who will ever tell you that she was a great soccer player or even mention now, as a professional, no longer a professional soccer player, but just in her career, she would never mention to anyone that
I played soccer.
Yeah, she never
played a little.
Hypes herself up at all. So I think this is probably a really special thing for her, even if she never admits it, that she can say that she is in the Hall of Fame, and it's something very tangible for her to look back on.
I would love to thank all my coaches during my time at Walsh. Dino specifically, you had such an impact on me, not only as a coach, but just a mentor beyond playing and as a friend. And then I would also definitely love to thank all my teammates. None of this is possible without the team that I had, the amazing teammates I had, my captains. I had so many amazing captains during my time at Walsh, and I learned so much from them on what I wanted to embody when I was given the opportunity to be a captain as well. So thank you to my teammates and to my captain specifically. And then I would love to thank just Walsh in general, the faculty, the staff, from the teachers to the athletic staff. thank you so much for such an amazing 4 years. It truly was such an honor and privilege to play at Walsh and to be a student at Walsh. And then lastly, but certainly not least, I would love to thank my family, my mom, and my 4 siblings. Thank you for putting up with the crazy that I am, for always supporting me, for always being there for me, to coming to my games near and far. I know at times it wasn't easy to come to my games, but you guys always made it. And I'm so thankful to have you guys in my corner. Specifically, thank you, Mom, for always taking me to all my practices, taking me to all my games, waking up and taking me to go train at 5 a.m. Before I would go to school all the way at Walsh, for playing in the basement with me. And I wouldn't be who I am today without you. So thank you for all your strength. I'm just so proud to be your daughter, and I couldn't have done this without you.
Well, I think it's special for me as someone who's watched her for years and years, but I think for all of her family, because they all took a part in her journey. I think it's exciting to see the reward. And I think it really is even more exciting when you see that the challenges that she faced. She lost her dad when she was, I think, heading into the 5th grade. She had to overcome that. She had a sickness that she was out of school for a year, her junior year, out of soccer for a year, her junior year. And she had to overcome that. And then she got to Notre Dame and, had to have knee surgery and missed another year. But she came back and she worked with that fortitude to get to where she is. And, she's really accomplished a tremendous amount over her short life. And I'm sure she'll continue to do that as she moves forward.
I'm just so proud of her for getting all of us to this point. Honestly, she kind of carried our family through a lot of hardship.
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever really told her that we love her and we should thank her. So thanks to Sandra for getting us here, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Like one thing, no matter what, when life is going on, and obviously like we were all in different parts of our lives in college or going off to college or working or anything. And one thing we always did was talk about when Sandra's games were. When Sandra's next game, how's Sandra doing? And it was something, for us to all focus on. And
It like grounded our family
Yeah.
to have one thing we would always be like, we're going to Sandra's game.
yeah.
we'd all meet.
No matter where you're in the country, fly
Yeah,
here.
we're coming here. Sandra has her game. Sandra has state championship.
So it was the Sandra show, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yeah. And just, I think we can admit on camera that out of the 5 of us,
She is
she's
mom's
the favorite.
And
And
but
we
we've
know that.
accepted it.
They're
'cause,
all favorites, just in different ways.
She's just the real one.
Yeah.